Yes, we're here for talked about sales. Love talking about sales. And today we're going to be talking about something very specific. We're going to be talking about the fact that success requires discipline, especially sales success requires discipline and diligence. And when you create a routine, practice it, make it a habit, that then creates this whole process for success. I'm going to be going through each part of this with you, and I can't wait to share with you about the habit of creating discipline and diligence for sales. My name is Pegine, and I'm excited to be here with you.
We're both brave, seen, heard. We're paid well, both brave, seen, heard. We're power women. I'm a power woman, bold and brave and well paid. Woman, I've seen and heard a great leader. We're experts and leaders expanding together as women, connecting and growing, we're powerful.
I love that hearing that song. It makes me groove and move and get me excited. We're talking about sales today, about creating discipline and diligence for sales. One of the biggest things, obstacles that happens in sales when we're doing sales is that often, not all the time, but often our mind can kind of block what we want to achieve. We kind of stop doing the things that really work for us. And it's because we haven't made some real decisions to make it about a discipline and have some diligence. I know for myself that when I'm in a diligent discipline mode, I can get my sales done. I stay in this mode. I know where I'm going. Sometimes it requires me to just set a time on my calendar during the week to ensure this is sales time so I can take some of my actions and really get the job done. I want you to think about your calendar. Think about where you are right now. Maybe this is your full time job. Well, anybody in business, this is your full time job. And really focus on when you're going to start making your sales calls, your sales outreach, even if it's that you're doing email or you're posting something to sell some particular product on your social media. When are you going to do that? And make sure that you put it in your calendar so that you have to act on that immediately. You want to make sure that you create some sort of routine. So this is really important for you to be able to stay really focused on your sales success. So for me, I know that on Tuesdays, I do a sales video like this. Even if I don't want to do it, even if I'm not excited about it, even if it's just a commitment that I've made to make sure that I'm doing a sales video so that if you're in Power Women Elite, if you're part of Power Women Worldwide, you're getting the information that you need so you can thrive and succeed. That's really important. I also make a commitment to myself during every day to make at least 3 to 5 calls to potential buyers of my services, to reach out to past clients, to ensure that I'm getting in front of people in the way. And the newest thing that I'm adding is to make sure that I'm actually sending out email marketing. Yes, my friend Evie here Diaz will be really excited to hear that, to start doing email marketing during the week. That's my new thing this year. But just creating a routine doesn't make it work. You've got to make it into a habit. And the only way that you can make it into habit is consistency. And so consistency requires you to look at your 30 to 90 day plan and say, I commit to doing this particular activity for 30 days, assess it, fix it up, clean it up, and then again in 90 days, because 90 days really solidifies it as a habit and routine that you want to do. We only have 3 90-minute segments in a year. first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So you want to make sure that your schedule and your habits fit into those quarters so that you can say, I've been doing this for this quarter. Here are the results that I've had. This is great. I'm going to continue this habit. So you have the routine, and now you're making it into a habit that you're going to do no matter what. And that no matter what is magic when you could say, no matter what, this is what I do. This Finally, you need to really make a process for success. Just because you're making the phone calls, just because you're sending out the emails, just because you're doing that, you have to have an initiative, a point of the whole thing. What is it that you want? And a lot of times, when the process of success, it's action oriented, but not necessarily results oriented. So here are some results that you might want to start quantifying. First, quantify how many calls are you making. Really log them so you could stay on point. Number two is quantify, notice, tag, count how many appointments you're making. Because for every call, maybe it'll take you 5 calls to book an appointment to discuss your product. Maybe it'll require you 7 emails before somebody responds. Whatever it is, you need to identify how many times do I need to do something before I get an appointment. The only way to do that is to count your appointments based on the calls, the emails, whatever your process is, so that you can see, is this successful? And then the third thing that you really want to look at is the deals that you're getting. Because one of the things that happens is you have several products or services that you offer, all different price points. You want to notice which activity is actually closing some of your big deals and some of your small deals to really understand where is your money coming based on the actions that you're taking in sales. So in order for you to do that, you really need to be able to really connect and count the appointments, the sales, and the contracts. And then after 30 days and assess, look how many you've had. Are there any tweaks that need to be done? Do you have to fix it up? And then at 90 days, is this a successful process for you? Does this generate the income that you want to have? Does this generate the successes that you want to have? Because if it does, keep on doing it. If it doesn't, you need to tweak it. So remember that sales require discipline and diligence. The discipline of doing it every day, the diligence of assessing it at a 30 and 90 day. It requires you to create a routine that you're going to follow, making it into a habit over the 30 and 90 days, and creates your process for success by identifying what is success, identifying it, defining it, and counting it. And that means, are you getting the appointments? Are you getting the sales? And are you getting the contracts? Because that's what this is all about. My name is Pegine, and for those of you watching, welcome to Power Women Worldwide. Every Tuesday I do a sales tip. Hope this helps all of you. Adore you. Oh, and let me just check in with my people over here. I love it. This is perfect. Evie Diaz, who is an expert into email marketing and automations, and she has a whole new program. She's there. She just did her affirmations at 11:11, and like she does every day, that's important for success. And she also shares that it's a reminder to get tracked on the books, to really know and keep it with you. And yes, Evie, I track it in my book because that's what successful people do, is we track and we notice. Well, everybody, I'm excited that you're here. Take care. See you all later. For those of you in Power Women Elite, for the rest of you, join us at Power Women Elite, and at minimum, go to Power Women Worldwide and see what's happening in your world, because you are a power woman. Take care of everybody. Love you. Here we go.
Be focused, be fearless, have fun.